Hello? Oh, there's Seol and Seol news? It's good news, right? It's good news, right? Hello and welcome back to another episode of College Esports Today. My name is Sheridan, and in this show we cover the latest headlines in college esports. PlayVS and RSAA had the audacity to release breaking news on the same day that CEN announced the next leg of our fundraising campaign, which is kind of evil, honestly. I'm just joking. If you're watching this from the future, this probably won't make sense, but right now College Esports News is giving away these amazing sticker sheets for $5 contributions to our fundraising campaign. It is $5 per sticker sheet, so feel free to contribute in increments of $5 and we will send you multiple sticker sheets. Your support means the absolute world to us and will help us provide more paid projects for our staff and cover operational costs and all that good stuff. Thank you so much if you choose to contribute to our fundraising campaign. I really appreciate it. And don't miss out on getting some really cool stickers. Okay, on to the news. On April 9th, 2025, PlayVS announced the acquisition of LeagueSpot, a tournament management platform. This acquisition strengthens PlayVS' technology foundation and expands its international reach, introducing more flexible, partner-led competition models, including white label leagues and automated tournament operations at scale. With LeagueSpot's expertise, PlayVS is positioned to scale competitive ecosystems across schools, universities, and publishers worldwide. The end of their release states, as part of PlayVS, LeagueSpot's technology and team will be integrated into the platform, enabling expanded global competition, advanced league operations, and new growth opportunities across Scholastic, collegiate, and emerging gaming markets. A little bit about LeagueSpot. LeagueSpot was founded in August of 2018 by Andrew H. Barnett, I'm unsure, was a software engineer intern at Intel Corporation for 4 months before working as a software developer at Rightpoint for 2 years until he founded LeagueSpot. In his acquisition announcement post on LinkedIn, Barnett shared that he started LeagueSpot with a simple belief: Scholastic gaming could provide the same life-changing structure and community that traditional sports do, but only if built the right way. He went on to state that at the time, PlayVS was one of LeagueSpot's first competitors with more resources and reach than LeagueSpot, writing, "While others focused on centralized models, we built for organizations that wanted to own their leagues, own their data, own their communities, and run esports on infrastructure they could trust." And owning your data and owning your league is a huge consideration, honestly, even beyond esports, because you have to think about if you are a company that operates tournaments and you want to change platforms, you have to consider who owns the data that you've collected on your participants. Now, I'm not here to say if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just letting you know that that's a big piece of the larger conversation around tournament ops websites. Data is king. In 2020, LeagueSpot announced a few partnerships, including ECAC Esports and NASF. And 2 years later, they announced their partnership with NACE Star League, which was the NACE X Collegiate Star League partnership at the time. And as you probably know, the Collegiate Star League portion was owned by Playfly, which was acquired in 2020. NACE Star League would eventually split back off into NACE and Playfly College Esports, and Playfly College Esports and Generation Esports was then acquired by PlayVS in April 2025. So many acquisitions here. Honestly, we could do a deep dive about PlayVS if there's enough interest in it, because we definitely do not have time for that today. There is literally so much to cover. PlayVS has had a rocky history in the esports scene, especially in the collegiate scene, and like I said, we definitely don't have the time for that right now, but the last year in particular has been marked by these acquisitions. April 2025, PlayVS acquires Playfly College Esports and Generation Esports. August 2025, this is not an acquisition, but PlayVS partners with the NJCAAE to elevate 2-year college esports nationwide. In January 2026, PlayVS acquired Vanta Esports, aiming to create a more comprehensive national ecosystem for school-based competitive gaming, spanning K-12 and collegiate levels. And in April 2026, PlayVS acquires LeagueSpot. As far as the big 4 collegiate leagues go, NACE uses LeagueSpot, NECC uses LeagueOS, ECAC now uses Rally Cry, and PlayVS Collegiate League uses LeagueSpot. So at this time, half of the big four use LeagueSpot, and honestly, when it comes to tournament platforms, nearly everyone that you talk to has a large opinion about the tournament platforms that they like or dislike. That's always been a big point of contention in college esports. Everyone has their own preferences, you know. But let's get into the reactions towards this acquisition news. Nevin Horn shared, well, there goes the truly only functional platform in the space. In the comments, he also shared this meme that he made a couple years ago depicting the cycle of tournament platforms. New tournament platform enters the space and offers free/low-cost service. To then, League selects brand new inferior product due to cost. To, crashes day one of their biggest client. To, leagues open up RFP when free service stops. And rinse and repeat. Aaron Haskell shares, please stop making acquisitions and start focusing on creating an ecosystem that encourages growth at the program level and focuses on in-person experiences instead of a marketing channel to sell into. The kids want to play and engage, not be marketed to. Buying your way to legitimacy hasn't worked so far, and it still won't work. In a different thread, the Paradox Muse shared, I mean, LeagueSpot is not going to flip to crap overnight, let's be real here. The LeagueSpot crew/founders were mostly gone, they needed a new home. Yeah, that new home may be from someone who was a bad actor in the past, but what they have recently been producing has been excellent. Let's give them a chance to prove their muster before jumping ship. There is no replacement in the realm to LeagueSpot yet, plus let's look at the facts. LeagueSpot is the most expensive because it is the best. Barnett treated and paid his people well, the systems themselves are not profitable, and the model Barnett was using was sustainable. PlayVS has the option to not only make the system cost neutral, but they gain profits in other areas of the company to stay afloat. Honestly, any CC should follow suit and purchase LeagueOS or make their own system as well as any serious organizer. And the discussions around this acquisition are ever ongoing. What do you think about this situation? Let us know in the comments, and let me know if you'd be interested in a deep dive into PlayVS one day. On the same day, Riot Scholastic Association of America, or RSAA, announced a major update regarding the Seol and CVAL championships. In this update, RSAA revealed that they are no longer able to host a live LAN event this semester for the grand finals of their Seol and CVAL competitions, writing, over the past few months, we had been planning a live in-person finals event. Unfortunately, a key sponsorship opportunity did not come together as expected, and we are no longer able to host a live event this year, which means the Seol and CVAL championships will be hosted online, similar to NACL and other Tier 2 competitions. Our priority remains creating a competitive and meaningful championship experience while continuing to highlight the stories and achievements of our student players. Yet, even with this announcement, RSAA failed to mention any dates for the online grand finals. I highly encourage you to check out these two pieces of content by College Esports News, What Happened to Collegiate League of Legends, which is an article, and What Happened to College VALORANT, which is a video on our channel here. There's a lot of important information and context in those pieces that cover the last 3 years of GG Tech's operation of CVAL and Seol. It's definitely required reading/watching. Similar to the PlayVS, we don't have time to get into all that context today. It is years upon years of context. If you want a bite-sized version of the context, I encourage you to go check out What Happened to Collegiate League of Legends article. It goes over the prize pool reductions over the last few years. It goes over the trophy controversy. It goes over the LAN changes as well. Ultimately, in my own personal opinion, this is unfortunately entirely unsurprising if you know the history of the last few years. It's very sad, and I hope that they're able to work something out. Obviously, the students deserve better, in my opinion. This announcement also comes after the recent VCT changes announcement, so unsure if those are connected, unsure what that means for the future of, Collegiate VALORANT and Collegiate League of Legends, as the GG Tech contract is ending this semester, so we'll just have to wait and see. Similar to 2024, we are seeing a ton of programs that are offering to host the grand finals at their facilities. Sean Byrne from St. Clair wrote, we would be happy to host the Seol and CVAL championships for free at St. Clair College with full broadcasting. Let us know. Sean Kelly from Syracuse shared, Syracuse was in talks and willing to host this championship on site for the price point that made sense in their budget. Sad to see them make this decision. LANs are always an integral part of the student experience. And even the LCS Spring Split Finals are being held at Arizona State in June? Like, we couldn't make something happen? Speedy Grapes shared 2018 to 2022 Seol top 8 in person at Riot Arena other than COVID 2021. 2023 moved to top 4 in person as a temporary solution. 2024 to 2025 LAN only for finals at assorted colleges. And 2026 Seol playoffs, finals included, will be entirely online with the implication that only the finals will be streamed. Being able to work the LANs for the last 3 years had been some of my favorite moments in esports. Sad that things have deteriorated so quickly in a space with so much potential. And huge shout out to Speedy Grapes, by the way. If you don't know the context, he was one of the first people to jump in and offer his services alongside Hawks Cass in 2023/2024 when we had the initial announcements that CVAL and Seol were switching to co-streaming instead of official broadcast coverage for the playoffs. At the time, Hawk and Grapes had started a GoFundMe to broadcast as many of the Seol games as they could. So huge shout out to both Grapes and Hawk. It is so sad to see how both Seol and CVAL have devolved. Riot Games, if you can hear me, if you are listening, this is supposed to be the pinnacle of collegiate League of Legends and Valorant. Save our publisher leagues. This weekend was also a huge LAN weekend. You had the Power Esports Conference in Las Vegas. Congratulations to Utah for winning Overwatch, MSU winning Smash Bros. Ultimate, Baylor winning Rocket League, and Boise winning Valorant. Missouri Valley Conference at ISU. Congratulations to Illinois State for their complete sweep, taking all 3 titles. Fall LAN, Cumberland are your Rocket League champions, UTK took Overwatch, and Georgia took Valorant. Osprey Overwatch Invitational, congratulations to USF, Alienware Collegiate Clash, congratulations to Georgia Tech on their Marvel Rivals win. The Bloom, congratulations to George Mason for taking Overwatch and League of Legends, and Maryland for taking Valorant. And look at those cute trophies. And the Queen City Clash, congratulations to Akron. Just a huge weekend for LANs, and that energy is not going to stop. There are very many LANs coming up very soon. Get ready. And speaking of LANs, Western Kentucky Esports is raising money for their League of Legends team to travel to Orlando for the NACE Grand Finals. If you are able to, please contribute here. It would be great to be able to get them out to the LAN event. Thank you for watching this episode of College Esports Today. As a reminder, College Esports News is fundraising. You can get this really awesome sticker sheet for a contribution of $5. Go to paypal.me/collegeenews. The funds that we are raising will go towards operational costs, but also for paid projects for our volunteers. Please consider making a contribution and getting these really cute stickers. Be sure to subscribe and comment below what you think about all of these topics, and we will see you in the next one.